So, this is about podcasts. Maybe some of you are familiar with podcasts. They have gained a lot of popularity lately as listening to the radio has become more personal, mobile, and on demand. A 2017 Edison research study has shown that after 6 years of relatively static growth, awareness of podcasting has gained 22% in awareness. So they're becoming very popular rapidly. And listening to podcasts can help educators and students learn a lot of things about a wide variety of topics and experience great examples of storytelling. But creating podcasts has the power to become truly a transformative learning experience that helps students find and broadcast their own voice. So in the next minutes, I will tell you what podcasts are, why they are, I think they are a very valuable learning tool, and how you can, or your students can create your own podcasts. So remember this? This is where podcasts got their name, from the iPod, because they are essentially MP3 audio downloads that are saved offline to an MP3 player, so you can listen to them at any time later when you're offline. And in the early 2000s, this was done using iTunes, Apple's software. So you had to plug in your device, sync the latest episodes, they would download to your device, and then you would just unplug and go out and listen without an internet connection. Now we have devices that connect on their own, so that's not necessary. But having a podcast saved offline is very important because we don't have good connection all the time. So teens, as many of you know, they don't watch TV anymore, especially live TV. They watch their shows on Netflix. They listen to their music on Spotify, YouTube. So they want content to be available on demand. And podcasts are ideal because they are like radio shows packaged in portable files that you can download and listen anywhere, any place, and anytime you like. So this is the main difference. They're there and you just consume at your own convenience, according to your own schedule. And also, you can listen at your own pace. And this is very important for young learners because all podcasting apps allow you to change the speed. So you can slow down the recording, or if you're like me, you want to speed things up so you can gain, save some time. And actually, I checked my app statistics, and I have saved more than 5 days' time just by speeding up podcasts. And I also speed up audiobooks. So in total, I have gained a lot of, it's like a time hack. Can you follow me? Is everything okay? I can see the chat. Okay. Moving on then. What makes podcasts valuable for students? First of all, they get informed and at the same time improve their listening and writing skills. You can provide them with enriched discussions on a plethora of topics, but topics that they are truly interested in, and give them real-world examples when teaching language composition. Plus, it's a unique way for students to experience great narrative and amazing storytelling. These are a lot. I didn't have, a lot of slides, so I can go over one by one. So this is a screenshot of some of the podcasts I subscribe to. I like to listen to specific podcasts on specific days and times. So I combine certain podcasts with maybe a place, for example, when going our dog for a walk by the lake, or Wednesday mornings I have something specific that it becomes available and I listen to, or Saturday mornings. And I will go over some examples. For EFL students, I'll try to use my pointer here. So Grammar Girl is very good for EFL students. Short and fun podcast about speaking and writing in English, very good. For current students, there's a Daily by the New York Times, or any NPR podcast about news, what's happening in the world. There's also a great podcast about media called On the Media. It's about journalism and media. I think it's very, very good. Of course, there's TED Radio Hour by TED and NPR, which has a lot of inspiring stories to listen to and great, fascinating ideas. And NPR also offers, this is a recent podcast about science, but it's for kids, specially made for kids, called Wow in the World. This is it, by NPR. And of course, there are the classics, This American Life. I have to resize my window a bit. See that? Radiolab also. These are very interesting real life stories. This American Life is here, this one. Radiolab here. Yeah, 20,000 Hertz sounds very interesting. This is about sound. It's a relatively new one as well. And if you're a curious person and you like design, you should definitely try 99% Invisible. And this belongs to this one. This belongs to a collective. It's called. It's a network of podcasts called Radiotopia that has a lot of very, very interesting storytelling podcasts. If you're into technology, you can try BBC's Click and all the Tweet network podcasts. This Week in Google, This Week in Tech, all about Android. If you're into iOS, Macs, all sorts of technology things and topics. And of course, there are podcasts about education. If you're an educator, you can go for Vicky Davis's 10-Minute Teacher Show. Lots of stuff. I have to jump ahead because time is running out. The easiest way to listen and subscribe, just get an app. I use Pocket Casts because it's available on Android and iOS, and it has a web version as well, so I can stop and pick up from where I left off. You can also use Spotify if you like using the same tool. I prefer to keep these things, music and podcasts, separate. Now, how to make a podcast? You can, first of all, you need to record. And yes, your home closet is a great recording studio. Just open your closet, sit in front of it, use any recording device and capture the sound. And then you can go ahead and edit it with a free software like Audacity. And then you can use Apple's platform or any of these apps that make it easier. You just need a mobile device. You record and you publish automatically. Yeah, that's smoke. That's smoke outside. So there are apps that make it easier. To dig deeper, you can go to transom.org. It's a website, great website about equipment and techniques, software, about recording. If you're really, if you're really interested in doing this the right way, there's plenty of resources there. I think I'm out of time.